Hi, I'm putting this video together today to showcase my fairly extensive collection of, excuse me, Topps Premier Gold. I've purchased a couple of cases and bought a few cards off of eBay, and I figured, I'd share it with the world. So we'll start here. This is obviously, these are the base cards. From this point to the right, those are the 1 to 200 base set. Everything from here to the left are either duplicates or the insert cards. So that's that. I thought a good place to start would be with the green parallels. I definitely have a few of these. These are the more common players, or not necessarily the biggest names, but I'll just sort of go through them. I'm not going to read off the names, but because obviously y'all can read. Joe Hart obviously is a bigger name. I'll probably go a little faster through the through these because they're obviously, I'm sure a lot of people have seen a lot of these before and they're not of any real particular interest, but just to sort of go through, all of the different ones I got. I haven't done a ton of research as to whether or not I have completed any sets. I don't believe that I have, aside from the Manchester United set. That's the team I sport, as you obviously can see here. But one of the things I've noticed and I like about this set is you don't see a whole lot of duplicates of things. I have a few here and there, but nothing too substantial. Obviously, the more common being duplicate is Tim Howard and Aston Villa players. But I think there was some sort of agreement that they had, where they had guaranteed a certain number of Aston Villa players, and I assume that because Tim Howard is, this is an American product, and Tim Howard's obviously a big name in the American League, or the not the American League, but the he's just he's a good American player. He plays obviously in the Premier League, so I assume that they promote him pretty heavily. These are the insert parallels. Again, I could spend a bit more time with these, but I don't want this video to carry on for too long. So just sort of go relatively quickly. Sandro's actually a pretty decent player. A lot of these will end up getting sleeved, but for now, Ross Barkley. Nice looking cards for sure. So that concludes my my green set, or my greens. I'm going to move on now to the jerseys. So again, with these, I'm not going to go too crazy with showing them for very long. I'm sure that, again, you've a lot of you have seen a lot of these cards before. Again, I'm not completely sure if I have the entire base jersey set. I might. I haven't checked. But yeah, so I think with the Tim Howard, I think I have like 6 of these, which is pretty uncommon. A lot of the cards I have, maybe I have 2, but yeah. So these are obviously some of the better players. Jordan Henderson's obviously decent. Joe Hart, Mikel Arteta, Ashley Cole. We didn't see a whole lot of him this year, and Jack Wilshere. And I'll move on to again, these are base, but they're multicolored, so I figured I'd set them aside. Obviously 2-color Peter Crouch, 2-color George Thorne, and this really nice Connor Wickham 3-color patch is nice, and he's had a really good ending of the season, so this could be a value. But yeah, he's seems like he's gonna be a big name if he continues with the luck he's had of late. So I'm gonna move on now to the autos. Basically, again, not going to go too crazy with showing them. I'll probably show them fairly quickly, but yeah. So and I know for a fact that I do not have the entire jersey. I mean the auto set. I don't have Arteta. I don't have the base Ronaldo. I do not have the base Pele. So definitely don't have all of those, but a fair number. Phil Jagielka. I love Tim Howard's signature. It's really nice. And there's Connor Wickham again. Christian Benteke. Ashley Cole. Joe Hart. These are obviously some of the nicer names. Jordan Henderson and John Barnes, international icons. Pretty cool. So, so at this point, I think I'm going to move on to the the nicer of the green parallels. Nicer meaning better players. Eden Hazard, Luis Suarez, Glenn Johnson, Yaya Toure, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Daniel Sturridge. These are the obviously the inserts. Sorry, I got a glare here. Glenn Johnson again, Fernando Torres, and again Luis Suarez. So those are the green out of 99. And then these are the orange that I have. Joey O'Brien. Some of the names I'm not great with. Jonas Olsen. And I know his name is Marouane, but I can't pronounce his last name. And Gabriel Agbonlor. So, and this one's actually 11 of 11, so that's nice. So those are my orange that I have. And then here we have printing plates. This is Michu, yellow printing, yellow printing plate. So that's a nice one. Tom Huddlestone, and that's the black. So those are my two printing plates, and most of all the cards that you've seen so far have all been pulled out of packs. The only cards I actually purchased were my Manchester United cards. So I think from this point, I will move on to, let's see, I suppose I'll move on to my, my really nice low numbered parallels. I only have a couple, this being one, obviously Frank Lampard, great hit, of 11. This one is 2 of 11. And this is my only proper 1 of 1. Well, actually, that's not completely true. Love this card. It's a beautiful card. Emmanuel Giaccherini, 1 of 1. So, very cool. I pulled this out of the first case I bought. These are, I really like these 1 of 1s. So from here, I'm gonna just go a bit at random. Here we have, you know, a parallel jersey, 2-color, Paul McShane. That's a 3 of 11. So there's that. And then we'll move on to the gold parallel autos. So we have Scott Sinclair. That one's out of 40. We got Brad Guzan, and this being, actually I'll save that one for later. And then we'll move on to orange, and this is one of the few orange I got, Alexander Tonev. So this one's 17 to 25, and these are 2 of my jersey or patch autos, Paul McShane, 3-color, fantastic card. Pulled this from a case that I actually posted. This one is, as you can see, 2 of 5, very low, and this is a fantastic hit. This was probably one of the nicest ones I pulled from a pack. Obviously Jordan Henderson, not a Liverpool fan, but I mean, it's a gorgeous card. 7 of 10. So, and I think I will move now to my jumbo autos. Not jumbo autos, sorry, jumbo jerseys. This is a base. I think these are of 99. Base Christian Benteke. And this is a gold, or is this orange? This is orange, sorry. Andreas Weimann, 3-color. You can, when it's out of its case, I mean, it has a sort of a, you know, it has a bump here. It's a really cool patch, 3-color patch jersey. And then I'm going to move on to the base autos, the nicer of the base autos I got. Okay, so you have Gianfranco Zola, which is very nice. Jack Wilshere, Steven Gerrard, and Gareth Bale, obviously one of the nicer ones. And I think at this point I'll move on to where did it go? Oh, right here. So I'm going to go on to the bigger of the hits that I got from teams that I don't necessarily support. So this being the first, if you look, you can see it in the video here. It's it's just jersey, but when you look at it closely, the way that they've sewn the jersey, you can see lettering. And I don't know exactly what it says, but it looks like DER possibly. It's a really neat card. When you first look at it, you think, oh, it's just a, it's just a jumbo jersey. It's not that interesting. But then when you look closely, it definitely has some character. It's really neat. That one's 9 of 11. So this is definitely one of the best hits I got. Again, pulled this from a pack. I actually posted the case break online. And then the last of the, before I do my Man United part, the last is obviously Gareth Bale Gold out of 50. This is, again, pulled this from a case. Fantastic, fantastic hit. Had a really good luck with this product. Like it a lot. So now I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to move some of this stuff aside. I'm going to move on to the Manchester United stuff. Now, not all of it. I didn't get all of this stuff from. I didn't get all of this stuff from cases. I did piecemeal it together from, some of it from eBay. Some of it I did pull. These I did not, or I did pull the Marouane Fellaini, but I did not pull the Ashley Young. I did have to get that online. So there are those. And I suppose at this point I will go through the green parallels. Now you'll notice I do include Juan Mata. Obviously Juan Mata was playing for Chelsea at the time, but he's a Man U player, so I did get him. So Juan Mata, green parallel. Shinji Kagawa, green. Danny Welbeck. Michael Carrick. Marouane Fellaini. Rio Ferdinand. David De Gea. Now, I got this one online, and I didn't notice it until later, but if you notice, see it fits in the bottom nicely, as tight as it normally is. If you look at the top here, there's a pretty substantial gap there, which leads me to believe that the person that sold it to me doctored it. I've matched it up against one of the bases. It definitely looks like there's card missing. So I don't remember where I got this from, but I'm pretty sure it was doctored. So that's really disappointing. Nemanja Vidic, speaking of disappointing, he's leaving us here at the end of the season, which is a huge drag. Ryan Giggs, sit-in manager for the time being. Giggsy. And Wayne Rooney. And last and certainly not least, Robin Van Persie. Robin Van Persie he's my guy. He's the guy I like the most. I realize he's only been with the club for a year, but I love his character. I love how he plays the game. He plays with purpose, plays with dignity. I think he's fantastic. So now we're going to move on to the insert. The insert cards, green parallels. So again, Juan Mata. And we got Wilfred Zaha. I really think Topps screw the pooch on this one. I'm sure all of you would agree that Adnan Januzaj would have been a far superior choice for a future star rookie. I don't know when they put this together, if the season had started or not, but like, you know, obviously Wilfred Zaha went to Cardiff, and obviously, as anyone knows, Adnan Januzaj is clearly going to be pretty major player on the team. So, Michael Carrick, Shinji Kagawa, and Rio Ferdinand. So that's basically the entire Manchester United green parallel set. The majority of it I did get on eBay. There were a few that I did get from PAX. So this is an interesting story. This Ashley Young patch auto I bought on eBay. It was one of the first cards I bought. I liked it. It's got obviously a bit of patch auto. So I bought this on eBay. I paid about $60 some odd for it. I bought my first case. Scored one of these. So I thought, oh, that's not my luck. I paid $60. I got a case. Now I have two of them. That's great. So bought my second case. So yes, I have three of the same card. Two pulled from case and one I bought from offline, or online, I should say. So I like him. I like Ashley Young. A lot of people sort of dump on him, but you know, I think he's clever with moving the ball around. I think he's you know, I think he can make things happen. He's decent. But moving on. Speaking of Ashley Young, this is Ashley Young green. I'm sorry, not green. Gold out of 50. This I bought online. Nice looking card. Like it a lot. And then I have Marouane Fellaini. This is the orange out of 50. 15 of 50. Not 50. I'm sorry. 15 of 25. All right. So now we're getting down to basically the last of it. So here we go. This is Robin Van Persie, green parallel. Obviously got this one online, graded. Really nice card. So this is green. And then we have, I pulled both of these. These are both the orange parallel. This one is 9 of 11, and this one is 10 of 11. So I pulled 9 and 10 of 11 out of boxes. Couldn't believe it. You know, it's just, what's the luck? You know, especially when considering he's basically my favorite player. But yeah. And then finally, Robin Van Persie, platinum parallel, 1 of 1. I bought this online. I paid way too much for it. But there's only one of it, and it's a beautiful card. I mean, absolutely beautiful card. I can't really do it any justice with the camera. It's just, I mean, you can sort of see some of the color it throws off. Beautiful card. Definitely one of my top cards. And then, last but not least, Ronaldo. I would have to say this is obviously my best card. It's probably one of the nicest autos that I have seen of his. A lot of them just look like chicken scratches, and this one is fantastic. I pulled this from a pack. This is probably the nicest card I've ever pulled out of a pack ever. 4 out of 50. Just incredible. So that pretty much concludes my, you know, my collection. And yeah, so thank you for watching.